Hey folks, welcome back. Barry Smith here, Lando Sports. I appreciate you guys coming back in. I'm on some training right now in Columbus, Georgia. As you know, I live in Augusta, and Columbus was about 4 hours away. And as an audio video teacher, this was some training talking about podcasting and other on-the-run broadcasting as well. So I figured this would be a good time to do it here in the hotel room. You'll see some pictures that I did earlier about when I first walked in. I changed some things around like this desk. And actually, this light lamp was plugged into the wall, and this cord is attached to this desk. So anyway, this lamp is here because it's attached to the desk. And because this light is super bright, I tried to do it the best I could to try to put it inside here underneath here. I didn't bring a clamp or anything. The tripod is on the phone over there, so I didn't bring two tripods. So I'm trying to put this light in here just for effect. And of course, you know, always there's going to be issue with the glare of my glasses. But since there's no real harsh light here, it should be okay. And back here, of course, the picture frame. So there's a little glare there maybe, but those other two sconces right there should help out a little bit. So I'm using a wired mic because I don't know wired lapel mic. My experience has been with my new iPhone 17. I have not been able to use my remote wireless microphones. So I use this plug-in going to the adapter, the 3.5 adapter, to the USB-C. So this is working. But as far as the Rode mics and the other mics that I have wireless, I have not been able to get those to connect to my iPhone 17. I'm using my other iPhone 14 from a side perspective over there, and I'll show that later. And it works fine with all my wireless microphones. But with this iPhone 17, I have not been able to figure out why I can't seem to get it to work with my Rode mic. I'm here for 3 days. It's supposed to be some crazy weather, so I figured I'd do this right now in the room before I get on the road tonight. We're getting done about 3. Hopefully I'll be back home before it gets really messy out there. And in fact, if I was thinking about it, I should have stayed overnight. Maybe I'll get a chance to leave class early, maybe 2 o'clock. That would be helpful. It starts getting dark around 6. So as I mentioned to you last year, I had a deer going to some training, so I'm a little shell shocked over deer right now. So when it's dark, I'd rather not be driving, especially some of those back roads. Getting here in Columbus, Georgia, I had a good time, learned a lot. I got a chance to meet with the other industry leaders. And in fact, there's a company who has something called it's a pod mic system that has the Rodecaster Pro video and the Rodecaster audio system. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in detail at the training today. But it's a very nice setup. It has 4 microphones, 4 mini cameras, and of course the video mic Rodecaster. And that's sometimes considering buying. It's a step up when I understand way above your A10 minis. And I don't really have anything to compare it to. So if at the end of the day, A10 mini could cost $300 and the Rodecaster Videocaster costs about $700. I think they actually brought a mini one out that's about $500. So I think it's probably going to be my next investment in addition to a mirrorless camera. So I have the R50, and of course I know I'm going back and forth, but I'm talking about just some basic setups of what works for you. Right now I'm using 2 iPhones just because I'm on the run and didn't want to carry around a bunch of equipment with me. But I do have the R50, and I was with someone at a basketball game the other night, and he said he did buy the adapter for his R50 for some regular lenses. So I have prime lenses. I have a 50 millimeter, 85 millimeter. I have the 70 to 200, and I'm definitely in the need of one to get the 135 millimeters. Until I get this actual adapter, which I ordered off Amazon. I did order the adapter. It should be in by Monday. I'm going to get a chance to actually try out that adapter on the R50 and see how those other lenses how they work. I spoke with a lady here training. In fact, as soon as I saw her with the camera, I could tell it was a mirrorless. And I asked her what she had. She said she did have the mirrorless R6. She did get the adapter, and it was definitely worth just getting the adapter and not having to buy a bunch of lenses. So she said she's going to lose a little bit of quality or something that degree, some angles or some corners. But she said it was well worth the investment. So that's what's next for me. And I also saw a third party 135 millimeter online, and I think it's Rokinon. I'm not sure what the company is, but I'll look at it later and I add the description. But it's like $400 compared to $700, $800, what people wanting for them used or new, maybe $1,000. But I'm definitely in need of the 135 millimeter. If you shoot a lot of stuff, there is a big difference from what I read so far. And the only way to find out if I experiment with myself on my own, and even if I rented one, it'd be almost like the cost of renting it would be a waste because I just might as well go ahead and buy it because I know I want it anyway. But I wish I had someone who had a 135 millimeter, and I would go ahead and borrow it from them and try it. But as for now, the 135 millimeters is what I'm looking to get, in addition to the adapter for the mirrorless going to the standard. Again, this is just a quick little load up. Class starts here pretty soon. Got to drive through, whatever, check out the hotel. But I figured this was worth the shot just to see how this goes. And again, no hard light here. I wish I could have bounced that light off of there if I had some type of reflector, but who cares? Just much stuff around. But after just training, they're going to see what's more useful as far as a quick carry bag, as far as just something to grab and go. You can't go wrong with a phone, wireless microphones, light, and I don't know what else it could possibly could think of, but I'll look it up. Matter of fact, you should look it up yourself. Find out a quick mobile podcasting or broadcasting setup. So in a case that has everything in it. It's like almost having a survival kit. That's what it is. A broadcaster podcaster's survival kit. Grab it and go, and you're on the road. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Be safe. Hopefully it doesn't ice over where you guys are at, but here in Georgia, they're talking about ice and snow and whatever else, power down. But if you listen to this, make sure you get a generator, folks. People have been talking about getting generators for years. I finally bought me a couple, about two. I have generators, solar panels, backup batteries, inverters, the whole nine. So I won't get caught down unless I'm not at home. So nonetheless, be safe. Thank you guys for tuning in. Barry Smith, Lando Sports. Be good. Peace.